UFC light heavyweight Anthony Smith doesn't buy the recent allegations made against Chael Sonnen. Recently, Sonnen was hit with 5 battery citations after allegedly being part of a hotel brawl in Las Vegas. TMZ Sports reported that Sonnen was detained, but was ultimately not arrested because cops didn't personally witness the alleged incident. Nevertheless, he still was given 5 misdemeanor battery citations, and the police are still investigating the incident. Since the initial report, there haven't been many details about Sonnen's case, but for Anthony Smith, he doesn't buy into the idea that Sonnen would suddenly beat up 5 people in a hotel. Generally speaking, he doesn't think Sonnen would be that type of person. So until the entire facts come out, Smith admits it is hard to believe what was reported. I do think that it would be really hard for me to believe Chael Sonnen beat up 5 people. Listening to the Jon Jones situation, I have never commented on his personal struggles or whatever, but at this point, Jon has not earned or deserved the benefit of the doubt, but I think Chael does. It is just not his nature. I don't know the full story, but Chael is not that type of guy. You can't even get the dude to look up from his phone half the time. He's so chill and so calm, you can't get him riled up easily. Because Sonnen was not arrested, as of right now, there does not appear to be anything major that could come down against the UFC legend. Therefore, as Smith says, it is hard to really form an evidence-based opinion, as there isn't a ton of details on the case available at the moment. During a recent podcast with the Schmo, Kevin Lee was asked about UFC welterweight Khamzat Chimaev. He had the following to say: "I think he's just gotten a lot of buzz. People saw him beat Li Jingliang, and then all of a sudden he's like this new god or something. I've been in the gym with him. He's alright, but that's it. He's not doing anything crazy. He honestly doesn't impress me that much. He's just aggressive. You know, he's exciting, he can trash talk, he's had some good performances, and now I think the UFC is trying to push him to replace Khabib." Brendan Schaub has shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight booking between Junior dos Santos and Pulev. The former UFC heavyweight detailed his opinion during the most recent episode of Below the Belt podcast. He said the following: "It's a terrible idea for Junior. I don't get it. Pulev is an absolute savage. I don't know why you would want to get in there if you were dos Santos. I don't know where he's at financially, but maybe that's why he's doing it. Look what Pulev did to Frank Mir. I just don't get this fight." Junior dos Santos was released from the UFC back in March 2021 after a 4-fight losing streak. JDS last fought at UFC 256, losing via TKO to Ciryl Gane, and is now set to fight Pulev at Triller Triad's Combat 2 event. Dos Santos signed with Triller after becoming a free agent. Kubrat Pulev is coming off a KO victory over Frank Mir in the first Triller Triad combat event. Pulev is the former IBF International Heavyweight Champion and holds the European Heavyweight title and the WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight belt. The fight will take place in Triad combat, which puts MMA fighters versus boxers under a set of rules intended to level the playing field. Frankie Edgar's fighting career is on pause as he attempts to recover from a recent back surgery. Edgar went under the knife roughly 2 weeks ago for a microdiscectomy. The operation was intended to remove part or all of a bulging or herniated disc in the lower spine. The timeline for recovery is approximately 6 weeks. Edgar will need to be cautious before being cleared for a training camp given the grueling nature of his profession, but Frankie said he's already on the right track. He said the following: "So far, so good. Obviously a little sore, but that's the reason I went there. It feels like it worked. I feel really good. I want to do more. I can't twist and turn and bend over. I feel like I can do all that, but I'm trying to sustain in the meantime." Edgar said he had a similar surgery when he was 18, but it was on the other side of his spine. He managed to recover from that successfully and go on to put together a UFC Hall of Fame-worthy career that sees him hold the record for most total fight time in octagon history at 7 hours, 55 minutes, and 9 seconds. There's hope that the surgery will help Edgar extend his fighting career. He had a hip replacement surgery earlier this year too, and managed to come back in form for a clash with Marlon Vera at UFC 268 in November.